Welcome back to another episode of Gamer Spinning Game. I'm Miles,
I'm Koosh.
aka Cortana, and for today, I am Master Chief. Now, today we have a very, very special episode. You want to tell me a little about it?
Oh yeah, so this is the episode that got us thinking about making this channel in the first place.
Yes, sir.
And that's the greatest first-person shooter of the modern time, best franchise, Halo.
Yes. Now, look, they don't typically reveal the helmet, but my God, I'm gonna suffocate if I don't fucking take this off. So here's the real Spartan behind the helmet. Ooh, okay. All right, let me just place this up here. There we go.
And for those in the know, once you finish the campaign, the last cutscene shows Master Chief taking his helmet off,
Yep.
but you never get to see the face behind the helmet.
You know,
and now you do.
Yeah. Now you know it's me.
Sure.
Yeah, choose that. And let's be real. Actually, out of all of the gaming franchises of Halo, they never show who the Master Chief was, except for the fucking series. That's dumb. I don't like keep that hidden. You know what I'm saying?
We're not talking about that today.
No, yeah, get the shit out of here.
We're talking about the game that we probably love more than any other franchise, and that started off with 2001's Halo Combat Evolved.
100%. Like we think, like N64 was the reason why we became gamers, or at least FPS shooters. No, it's Halo.
You know, there's so many kids who, sisters, brothers, different folks who they started off playing N64 and they loved it. But if you didn't stick around for Xbox and the franchise game Halo, I mean, you did not become to this day, you're not still a gamer.
Look, we're not quitters.
No.
Look, we were fighting through all of the great, amazing games of N64, because they were. But then, PlayStation came around, whatever. And then Xbox, and my God, did they have Halo. And we did not know the addiction that we were about to, entail. You know what I mean?
It was a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
I mean.
Look, it was crack.
Oh, it was crack. Video game crack, 100%.
Yep.
And, so 2001, you got Halo Combat Evolved.
Yep.
With Bungie.
2001. Yeah.
Last Halo game was Halo Infinite in 2021. I'm sure they're coming out. But that was 343 Studios. So
yeah, different studios because Bungie is goated.
Goated, yeah.
Bungie was what we live and breathe back in the day.
Right.
And then the new ones, 343. It's good.
It's good.
But not
I play it. I play it from time to time.
Yeah, I'll do a little dabble. Yeah.
But Bungie went on to create, Destiny, which is a game I'm sure we're going to talk about at some point.
Yep.
But their start in first-person shooters was Halo Combat Evolved.
At least as far as we know, because that popped our cherry.
Yeah, that's right.
And look, we never looked back. I mean, you could say we're dirty little sleuths to Halo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Halo can do no wrong. We'll keep taking it back.
Yeah. Look, it treated me well, and I treated it well too. Okay?
Yeah. And anytime it didn't, it's because we deserved it.
That's for fact. And do you know what's crazy? What people don't know, dude, it sold 6 million copies
in the first 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Xbox knew what they were doing. Microsoft knew what they were doing.
Well, the thing was, people don't remember this, but back in the day, Microsoft was a complete newcomer to the gaming consoles and the gaming world. And
they started the console wars.
And they put all their eggs in the basket of Halo. That was
Look, the Easter Bunny came, shit the biggest egg that they could do, and guess what? They got it right. They got it right. Jesus came.
Global hit.
Yeah.
Hey, let's say cheers to Bill Gates. Thank you for
Yeah.
Without your money, without your God level money, this would not have been possible. So thank you very much.
Yeah. And here's the deal too. Halo was revolutionary for us.
Oh, changed. The first time we'll talk about it in a moment, but the first time you played Halo, the maps, be it outside or inside, they were just so big. Our little childlike brains could barely comprehend just how much space we had.
Well, there was just jumping graphics. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, so we thought, if you look at Halo 1 today, and look at some of the clips, it looks like ancient technology. But to us at the time, it looked like real life.
You know,
it looked like virtual reality.
That's weird. Look, the graphics were dope. The one thing that they had no idea what the fuck they were doing, that was one of the worst controllers I've ever put in my hands.
Oh, the original
Xbox.
Xbox.
The biggest fucking thing. The buttons were spaced out. It was horrendous, but my God, at the time, we didn't know any better.
Well, actually, the N64 was pretty ergonomic. Xbox decided they didn't care about any of that fancy word.
Fuck that shit. I'm out.
We're gonna make the biggest.
The biggest, baddest thing ever.
Bigger is better.
Yeah. Well, because at the time, PlayStation had a little tiny baby controller. And Xbox was like, we're bigger, badder, and better.
And American.
Yeah, American. Yeah. Little South Park for you. But yeah, no, so like the controller was so massive, like, but we could handle it because because it was the triggers. Right? And like, yeah, PS2 had like buttons on the sides, but this had triggers.
Oh yeah.
And
so you were straight shooting the Covenant. You were shooting the enemy.
And look, the Covenant is the enemy in Halo 1, same with the Flood. And we'll get into that here in a second. But, it's literally classic humans versus aliens. I wanted that war.
Of course.
I wanted to be Starship Troopers.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted it.
And a couple of the episodes, the campaign maps, gave us that opportunity.
Oh, yes.
So I guess,
let's dive deep in the campaign.
Yeah, and so I guess we should go ahead and start. So, while we're talking about this, we're going to talk about the 10 different maps of the campaign.
Yep.
And then we're going to talk about all the guns, the enemies, the vehicles. We'll kind of do it in the order that they appear in the campaign.
And we're going to give you a little background of the levels and why we loved them so much.
Oh, 100%.
Because the very first level, Pillar of Autumn.
Oh, yeah. So you wake up, you're on a massive starship, just pulled up to the Halo world.
And you're Master Chief, by the way. Like, you're some super soldier. And just armor, because you got to have armor, right? You can't just be bare ass naked. You know what I mean?
I mean, we have to take a moment. This is the most iconic helmet in gaming.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one that doesn't recognize this unless you're some fucking Gen Zer.
Even they
should. Yeah, well, because Halo Infinite, because it's 20 years.
Right, and even the boomers, they've seen this over the past 20 years. Yeah. I mean, I would say this is more iconic than a Cowboys helmet by a long yard.
So all the haters out there, we understand this isn't the Halo 1 helmet. Calm your titties. All right, this is still a Spartan Halo Master Chief helmet, which each game, and there's like fucking 30 games. No, there's like 6 or 7. But like, they kept evolving. So
right.
We got the one. All right, chill.
No, it's great. I mean, it's so iconic. Now let's be honest. With the Halo 1 graphics, there wasn't this much detail in the actual game on the helmet.
No. It was just good old visor, good old helmet with a little like shade protector,
and the gold reflective sunglasses.
Iconic.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the Pill of Autumn. Now this is the first, like, you spawn in, you're delirious. They're like, figure out the controls.
They wake you up from cryo sleep.
Yeah. Like, someone fucked you up, and you had to take a sleep for a long time.
Right.
Like.
And they start off a little bit of a tutorial of look up, look down, look left, look right. And then you get called to the bridge by the captain, find out the aliens are boarding the ship.
Yeah, and at the time you're like, what the fuck, aliens?
Yeah.
And they're like, Covenant. You're like, what the fuck's the Covenant?
Right. And but the Cortana, the AI who becomes your bottom bitch throughout the entire franchise.
Look, she treats you well though.
Oh yeah. And you'll do anything you can for her as well.
Oh, that AI. Gotta love that.
Yeah. Before there was Siri, there was Cortana. Yeah. I mean, before we even had the concept of AI, Cortana was the first experience we had as a kid. With the word AI.
We didn't know it was, but it was.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We didn't realize 20 years later,
Cortana
would be in our phone.
Microsoft adopted Cortana. I was like, wait, I know this Cortana. Like, from back in 2001.
Yeah. It's, it's kind of like, how Star Trek invented FaceTime. These Halo invented the concept of an AI assistant.
Well, so Cortana helps you throughout the entire map.
That is, I mean, throughout every game. Really.
Well, every Halo series, but like you get introduced to her there, and then you're just like figuring out where to go.
Right. You're like Sherlock Holmes, and that's Watson. Watson's giving you little pieces of advice and tips throughout the.
Yeah, and it gives you your pistol, and my God,
You're in the
Halo
fight.
1 pistol, iconic.
First gun you get, last gun you need.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I
2x scope.
Unless you're playing on legendary,
right?
Because legendary, you need a little 2 weapons, all right? And like, look.
Well, you should explain. So there was basically 3 or 4 different.
It went easy, normal, heroic, and legendary. And look, a lot of people didn't play on legendary because they were pussies.
Or they definitely, most people never finish the campaign in legendary.
Yeah, because they're pussies.
Yeah.
Or they flat out sucked. And they just needed to be better. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They didn't have the commitment necessary.
Well, they couldn't.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I actually finished in legendary.
Look,
Miles here, he played every Halo and defeated the campaign in legendary mode. How can you defeat one who has no life?
Look, I had to beast mode people, and that's what I did. And when I say people, I meant the Covenant AI. Yeah. And look, there was a noob combo. The problem, it was called a noob combo because you had to use it, though. Like, you had a plasma pistol, charge it up, shoot them in the face, take down their shields, one shot from the American pistol to kill them. And the thing is, if you didn't do that, you weren't going to win.
That's right.
Well,
I think that's a perfect introduction. So Halo had several guns and weapons for the time.
Yep.
So the humans, they had the pistol that had a semi-automatic.
Yep.
2x scope.
Yep.
Was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
First gun you ever get. And I mean, when you think of Halo 1, you think of that pistol.
Well, here's the thing. You think pistols are like mediocre and assault rifles are the best. The assault rifle was ass.
This game definitely turned the paradigm around.
Yeah, 100%.
This was not a short-range weapon. This was the long-range, medium-range weapon. Your assault rifle was the next gun.
Yep.
That was the short-range gun. And if you short-fire bursted it, that was the only proper way to use it. If you just, if you had broken... So enemies in Halo, they had a shield, and then they had the regular life.
That's right.
And so you had to... So when you were talking about the noob tube, the noob gun...
They would just take their shield away like
that. It was a plasma pistol from the Covenant. So the Covenant had the plasma pistol and the plasma rifle that shot blue, machine gun.
It was decent for the AI.
They had the Needler. It was a little pink homing pistol.
Ooh, dude, the Needler was dope though. Dude, you shoot them like 30 times, and they're just like, and then they would just fucking explode.
Oh.
It was great. Great. Neither was OP. It was actually OP.
In the campaign mode, it was amazing. Unfortunately, it was like too slow in multiplayer.
Yeah. We'll get to that. Multiplayer wasn't the best.
They fixed it in future games, but in the first couple,
that's true. Yeah.
And then, what other ones? They had so the humans had the frag grenade, which was go-to weapon.
The aliens had the plasma grenade,
and we called it the sticky grenade.
Yeah, the stickies. And you know what's crazy? So in future games, like at the time, the humans, we had a sniper, which is literally you had to have it.
Yeah.
But dude, there was no alien sniper.
Not yet. Not in Halo 1.
Not yet.
Right.
That was in Halo 2.
Right.
But dude, in Halo 1, the OG sniper, that would fuck shit up, man.
I mean, it was one of the best weapons.
It would essentially 2-shot headshot at any AI there is.
Yeah, it was 2 shots, and then later in multiplayer we talk about it, 2 shots in the body or 1 shot in the head. And they were dead.
And then the Big Bertha, the rocket launcher.
Oh, no one. I mean, 2 shots inside of it, came with 2 more rounds.
Yes,
it was amazing.
And it was a little pure, slow. It was, but pure skill though.
Yeah,
pure skill. And let me just touch on this: when you're playing multiplayer and someone is driving in a Warthog, and we'll cover the vehicles here in a second, the Warthog especially. But when someone was driving in that, you had to track it and then move feet ahead and then shoot. And then
you had to lead your shot 100%.
You had to lead your shot, but to a T. And when you hit it, ooh, it felt good.
Oh, yeah.
It felt good.
And if you put enough hours in like we did, you would know exactly how far to lead someone no matter what.
You didn't need to hit, like, you could hit just barely of the tire, and it would do damage to the whole thing. And the car wouldn't explode, but it would do 100% damage and kill your enemy.
Right. So, and then, 2 other, so we talked about, the humans have the pistol, the assault rifle, the sniper rifle.
Right.
Our favorite gun, the shotgun, which we'll talk about pretty soon.
Shoddy. Yeah.
And then you had the rocket launcher.
Yep.
And then you had the frag grenades.
Now you don't all get this in the beginning of the game, by the way.
No, this is once you're playing the campaign. Every level you kind of get introduced to new weapons.
Yeah, you don't even get the sniper to the second level.
Right.
So it's like the first level is just straight up pistol and assault rifle, plasma pistols.
Rifle.
Because you can kill the aliens, Covenant, and then take their guns.
Which was kind of revolutionary, that you were looting your enemies.
Yeah. It's like, give me your goop. Give me your goop.
I'll take the goop. Yeah. And then with so then now we are talking about the Xbox version of Halo 1, and that's going to be throughout the rest of this episode and future episodes.
Yeah. Fuck PC, but we'll mention it. Honorable mention.
PC had the flamethrower for the humans, and then they had the
fuel rod.
The fuel rod launcher, which was like the alien rocket launcher.
They introduced that more in Halo 2, but
but
we'll get
on
to that.
PC, they did have it. We don't want anyone yelling at us for not mentioning.
Nerd.
No, we don't actually care about that.
No, we don't. Look, we're not PC people.
No.
Like, at least not when it comes to Halo.
Xbox is, we're Xbox guys. That's what it is.
Xbox is my dirty little sleep. You know what I'm saying? But listen, everything that we described, you get immersed into the very first map, Pillar of Autumn. Right. And literally, you're in this giant ship, and all of a sudden, aliens, which are the Covenant, start taking over.
Right.
And your job / mission is to just get the fuck off the ship and kill as many Covenant as you can.
And you get the first experience of playing with the AI, which was pretty advanced for the time. I mean, you would have these little soldiers that would come out.
Yep.
They weren't very effective, but they could, shoot the grunts while you were trying to focus on the elites, who were the real threat at that point.
Dude, AI was actually pretty smart because you have to go to like the Captain Brig area, and then you meet the captain, and he gives you the pistol. And then there's a whole bunch of like soldiers, human soldiers. If you wanted to see what happened, you got to start killing the human soldiers, and then they turn on you and kill you.
Oh yeah,
like the AI knew what they were doing. And there was no surviving. No surviving. Mm-mm.
But the first level, Pillar of Autumn,
set the tone.
Set the tone for the size and scope of the human ships, the enemy ships, how big of a battle this is going to be, how many characters are going to be on the screen at once. Dude. And then eventually you eject down onto the satellite world that you're looking at, Halo.
Oof.
And that's where the second mission, which most people really think is the first mission, starts.
That's because it's so beautiful. Like you literally, when you literally land on a ring, that's the world, and then you look up and you can see the world above you. You see like Interstellar. It's just like that, right?
100%. Interstellar stole that from
Halo Combat. Easy, fucking copyright that shit.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like,
but not us.
The graphics and like you land and all of a sudden you see your comrades dead, so you jack their weapons, and then you're like, all right, I got to get off this island. And then the Cortana pops in your head,
Let's be honest, you were kind of happy when the AI died because you got extra ammo off their body.
Well, you would purposely kill them. That's called strat.
Yeah.
But
the second map. You land, you see how freaking beautiful it is. Really blows your mind from coming from the N64. It was such a huge difference.
Graphical change, easy.
Yeah. I mean, really next level. Yeah. And then, you end up killing some guys. You find a castle. Castle turns into Helm's Deep, where you're just holding it with your like Marine buddies.
Dude, it's just straight to Alamo. Yeah. Straight to Alamo. You're just like, come and take it, motherfucker!
They get dropped off on little drop pods. You're like,
dude.
Hold!
Yeah, dude, it's like a giant purple ship. You're like, what the fuck's this shit doing? And all of a sudden, little grunts, which are the tiny little aliens. Yeah. The grunts suck, which is why they call them grunts. But they also drop off elites.
We should mention for a minute. So with the enemies, with the Covenant, all right, the alien race here, the first bad guys, they start with the little grunts who are little people.
Yeah, little bitches.
Little bitches.
Yeah.
And then there was the elites where they were like the same size as you. They had shields just like you.
They went to the gym.
They went to the gym. Big boys.
Yeah.
And then later on, you got the jackals, which are little skinny bastards.
But they had shields. Yeah. They're like deflecting everything. Like,
your grenades bounce off.
Yeah.
You waste ammo
like
on them.
Whatever you throw at me sticks to you and bounces back to you. That bullshit. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And eventually you go against the hunters, which were like the Hulk. I mean, they had a little bit of their spine showing, so you would just be blasting them.
Yes, like what people didn't know. Well, maybe some people don't.
Trial and error. You have to learn the hard way.
So if you have the pistol, the OG pistol, You could shove it up their ass, shoot once, and kill them. Not their ass. But there would be a little spot in their back, a little soft spot without their armor. You pop that, and they would die. And you save
put
all
a
your
sticky
ammo.
grenade on the tramp stamp. Right there.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a tramp stamp. Yeah, that's a good analogy right there. And like, look, like they were the toughest ones if you didn't know what to do.
Right. The first time you're experiencing it as a freaking like 10-year-old, it's pretty overwhelming.
Well, they had no shields. They just had an armor. So like you couldn't just take away the shield. You had to just shoot them as much as you can. But then eventually you realize they had a tramp stamp.
Yeah, they're holding a shield. They got a green rocket launcher in one arm.
Yeah.
They look so intimidating. And the first time you just shoot at them, it just bounces off.
You're not gonna have a good time. That's just what it is.
But we don't encounter them till later. So to finish off, you do the castle. You get a warthog dropped off. It's a basically a 4-wheeler with a 50 cal machine gun on the back.
Ooh.
The AI, which was very advanced at the time, would put the soldiers into your car, passenger seat shotgun.
Yep.
Shotgun with a shotgun, and then they'd be on the back with the 50 cal.
Look, and for people that don't know, the Warthog, it was a 3-seater. It had literally driver, shotgun, and then literally the 50 cal in the back. Unreal car. Unreal car. Dude.
One thing we have to mention is one of the beautiful things about Halo was they had 2-person split screen co-op.
Ooh.
So you would have one of your buddies either on the back shooting the 50 cal or sitting shoddy with a shoddy.
Yeah, and we'll get into co-op kind of after all levels, but in my personal opinion, one of the best co-op games there is.
Both of us love co-op games, and we're going to have a whole episode about co-op games in the future.
Oh, yeah.
But
stay tuned.
But Halo co-op definitely got us, got the juices flowing.
Oh, the juices were going and flowing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, if I was on that 50 cal and you were driving, like, the best part about it, like, when you could run over the Covenant, well, I mean,
and by run over, you mean crunch.
Yeah, crunch. Yeah. Crunch into a different dimension, you know what I mean? And the best part about it is, like, there wasn't any overheating. Like, the game wasn't that advanced where, like, you could overheat the gun. So you could just be holding down the 50 cal the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
They fixed that some later episodes, but
later games. But like we're talking about Halo 1. Dude.
Halo 1,
you know what I'm saying?
No, and the funny thing is, you can both of us remember how many memories we have of one person's driving, one person's shooting, the driver's yelling at the gunner's yelling at the driver to turn the other direction.
Well, turn it, because then you have to like turn it. It was crazy. It was a fun time. Yeah. So like when you're in the Warthog with that map too, which is the map's called Halo and the game is called Halo, so it's an iconic like second map, and you're just driving from castle to castle to castle, holding down the fort.
It was so much fun. I mean, literally pivotal memories as a child.
Yeah, and because you're just mowing down aliens with your boy.
With your bros, dude.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Now, the co-op was just only 2 people, by the way.
Right.
And co-op means cooperative, which is just, one, you and your friend doing some work.
Yeah, split screen on one TV. This is, still...
And, dude, there were some strats. There were some strats to co-op. Because the way Halo... Dude,
well, sometimes you would, when it comes to multiplayer, which we'll talk about later, we would accuse each other of looking on each other's screens and cheating. Yeah. But in co-op, you kind of had to look at your teammates' screen.
You did.
So that you guys would be on the same page.
Yeah. And there were different strats, too.
Yeah.
So the way the game worked is if you died, if you were not in combat, you can respawn.
Right. Sometimes
you would go kamikaze mode.
Yeah. You would leave your teammate behind, drive to the next checkpoint, and they'd respawn in the turret.
There were different strats because, dude, the game was tough. Like, our little minds back in 2001 didn't really know how to, like, beat it the way we can now. You know what I'm saying?
Hand-eye coordination was not where it is today.
I mean, it was there, but not, like, not 30 years of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But, dude, that's why, like, that co-op, top tier, one of the top best things I ever played.
But, going back to that second episode, the second campaign level,
Halo. Yep.
One of the craziest things was that you would have your own ally AI holding a castle, and then the enemy would have a drop ship dropping more enemies, and then your team, the humans, would send drop ships, dropping off more friends,
straight warfare,
dropping off
100%,
vehicles.
100%.
It was just so immersive.
Yeah, and you did that for a bit, right? Because that map wanted you to experience like outside warfare, like humans versus Covenant, and you're just having a great time.
I mean, that is such an iconic level, but you know, for now we got so many more to go. So until next time, I'm Koosh.
I'm Master Chief.
And we will see you guys again for part 2 of Halo's Gamers Spinning Game.
GG's.
GG's.